Good day and welcome to Trending Update USA. I'm Stefan, and today we bring you a major story that has captured the attention of tennis fans and sports analysts around the world. A powerful and emotional statement from tennis legend Martina Navratilova has sparked wide discussions about race, privilege, and legacy in the world of professional tennis. Martina's recent remarks about rising stars Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka have once again highlighted the intersection of sports, culture, and identity. In her statement, Martina said, "But as black women, they know what their mothers had to go through," referring to the resilience, history, and generational battles that shaped these two young superstars long before they stepped onto the court. This single line has triggered intense reactions, analysis, and reflections throughout the tennis world, prompting many to look deeper at how the experiences of black athletes shaped their journeys to the top. Martina Navratilova is no stranger to speaking her mind. Known for her fierce advocacy both on and off the court, she has often used her platform to bring attention to important social issues. As a pioneer in women's tennis, she understands the struggles of breaking barriers. But this time, her words resonated on a much deeper level. Coco Gauff, at just 20 years old, has become one of the brightest stars in tennis, representing not just incredible athletic ability, but also a powerful cultural presence. Naomi Osaka, with her calm demeanor and quiet strength, has become a global icon in her own right, breaking records, winning Grand Slam titles, and standing up for causes she believes in. Martina's comments came at a time when discussions around privilege, race, and representation in sports are more relevant than ever. To understand the depth of Martina's statement, it's important to remember the historical context. For decades, black athletes in tennis had to fight not only their opponents, but also the system. They had to prove themselves in an environment where they were often unwelcome. Althea Gibson, the first African American to win a Grand Slam, opened the door for generations of players. Serena Williams and Venus Williams then redefined the game, bringing power, speed, and dominance never before seen in women's tennis. Now, Coco and Naomi carry that legacy forward in a new era. But as Martina pointed out, they also carry the weight of history. When Martina said, "They know what their mothers had to go through," she was acknowledging that the fight for equality in tennis isn't just fought on the court, it's embedded in their families, their communities, and their identities. Coco Gauff has often spoken about how inspired she is by those who came before her. Growing up, she idolized Serena and Venus, and she's made it clear that she understands the responsibility of being a role model herself. When she won US Open 2023, her emotional speech about proving doubters wrong became one of the most memorable moments in recent tennis history. For her, it's not just about winning trophies, it's about opening doors for others. Naomi Osaka, on the other hand, has always brought a quiet but powerful voice to the sport. She made headlines around the world when she used her platform to support social justice movements, often wearing masks bearing the names of black victims of violence during tournaments. Naomi represents a unique blend of cultures and identities, being of Japanese and Haitian descent, and she has never shied away from discussing the challenges and privileges that come with that. Martina's words are also being interpreted as a reminder of how the struggles of past generations shaped the present. The mothers and grandmothers of these athletes faced barriers that today's generation might not have to endure in the same way, but those experiences still echo in their lives. The fight for equality is not linear, it's a chain of battles, each generation building on the victories and sacrifices of the last. In a sport historically dominated by white athletes, Coco and Naomi represent a new era, not just of athletic excellence but of visibility, power, and influence. Martina, who herself defected from communist Czechoslovakia in search of freedom, knows what it means to fight against the odds. Though her struggles were different, she recognizes resilience when she sees it. The reaction to Martina's remarks has been swift and wide-ranging. Many fans have praised her for speaking honestly and acknowledging the history of racial inequality in tennis. Commentators have highlighted how rare it is for legends of the sport to openly address these issues. Others have debated the nuances of her statement, questioning how privilege intersects with fame, success, and race in modern tennis. Social media has been buzzing with discussions, with fans and analysts sharing their interpretations. Some pointed out that both Coco and Naomi have achieved incredible success at a young age, but that doesn't erase the challenges they face. Others noted that being successful black women in a global spotlight brings a unique set of expectations, pressures, and stereotypes. Martina Navratilova has always been a vocal figure in tennis. She was one of the first openly gay athletes in a time when such openness was rare, and she used her platform to fight for equality. Now, decades later, she continues to use her voice, and her remarks on Coco and Naomi carry the weight of someone who understands the game not just technically, but historically and socially. Her words invite reflection, not just on how far the sport has come, but on how far it still has to go. Coco Gauff's rise to prominence has been nothing short of spectacular. Bursting onto the scene as a teenager, she immediately drew attention with her powerful game, fearless attitude, and incredible maturity. She's not only a top contender on the court but also an influential figure off it. Her speeches, interviews, and even her social media posts often highlight issues beyond tennis. Naomi Osaka, too, has transcended the sport. Her decision to take breaks from tennis to prioritize her mental health changed how athletes discuss these issues. She has also used her platform to advocate for racial justice and equality, especially during key moments when her voice could reach millions. Martina's acknowledgement of their heritage is, in many ways, an acknowledgement of their strength. The historical weight of being a black woman in tennis is something few can truly understand unless they've lived it. Althea Gibson broke barriers, but she often did so alone, without the support systems athletes have today. Serena and Venus Williams dominated the sport but faced years of criticism, double standards, and racism despite their unmatched achievements. Coco and Naomi stand on their shoulders, carrying both the benefits of the path paved for them and the burdens that come with representing something larger than themselves. Martina's statement didn't come from a place of judgment, it came from a place of recognition. The tennis world is currently in a transformative era. Young players are not just athletes, they are cultural figures. They shape conversations, influence movements, and inspire millions. In this landscape, words from legends like Martina carry significant weight. Her remarks may spark debates, but they also shine a light on a reality that is often left unsaid. Privilege isn't just about wealth or fame, it's also about history, access, and the struggles of those who came before. When Coco and Naomi step onto the court, they bring with them not just their skills but their stories. This conversation also reflects a broader shift happening in sports globally. Athletes are increasingly using their platforms to talk about identity, history, and justice. They are no longer just expected to play, they are expected to lead, to inspire, and to represent. For Coco and Naomi, this means being young black women in a sport that has not always embraced diversity. It means navigating both celebration and criticism, often at the same time. Martina Navratilova's recognition of that reality gives depth to the narrative surrounding them. It's also worth noting that both Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka have been vocal about their families' roles in shaping who they are. Coco often credits her parents for supporting her dreams, instilling discipline, and teaching her to stay grounded. Naomi has spoken about the sacrifices her parents made, especially her father, who was inspired by the Williams sisters when he started coaching her. Their mothers, too, played vital roles, holding the family together, making tough decisions, and carrying their own experiences of struggle and resilience. When Martina referenced what their mothers had to go through, she wasn't just making a passing comment, she was acknowledging the generations of black women whose strength, sacrifice, and perseverance made it possible for Coco and Naomi to stand where they are today. The impact of this statement will likely continue to ripple through the tennis world. Fans, commentators, and even fellow players have been weighing in. Some have praised Martina for being brave and honest, while others have engaged in deeper discussions about how privilege manifests in sports. What's undeniable is that her words have reignited an important conversation, one that isn't just about tennis, but about history, culture, and identity. As Coco Gauff continues her rise and Naomi Osaka returns to competition after time away from the tour, both women remain at the center of tennis and cultural conversations. Their influence extends far beyond match results and rankings. They represent hope, change, and the power of representation. Martina Navratilova, as a legend who has seen the game evolve over decades, understands that history matters. Her remarks are a reminder that even in 2025, the stories of athletes are never just about what happens on the court. This is a moment to reflect on how far the sport has come since Althea Gibson's historic wins. It's also a moment to acknowledge that progress comes with responsibility, pressure, and expectation. Coco and Naomi are rewriting the narrative, inspiring new generations, and showing that tennis is for everyone. Martina's acknowledgement of their journey doesn't just honor their present, it honors the past that made their present possible. As we continue to follow their careers, it's clear that Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka are more than just tennis stars. They are symbols of resilience, power, and change. And in recognizing the struggles of their mothers and the generations before them, Martina Navratilova has added another layer of meaning to their stories. This is Stefan, and you're watching Trending Update USA. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the stories that matter in the world of sports and beyond.